Nigeria's creative industry is reckoned to be one of the fastest growing in the world, adding an estimated 1.42% to the country's gross domestic product. But practitioners say that that isn't enough to put smiles on their faces. According to them, the sector is still crawling. So how can the narrative shift from what it is to something much better? Theophilus Elama was at a forum that sought to provide answers.
Nearly 30 years on, the production of millions of films, some of which have received international acclaim, has not marked the much anticipated giant leap that will give the industry its position as a sector of renown. The reason for this meeting of creatives in the industry.
Nollywood is basically funded by business. We're not just artists working. A lot of the money that comes into Nollywood comes from business. So it's good for us to interact with business so that they know what we're doing and how they can support us and how we can support them, because there's a lot that Nollywood does for business as well.
Why do we produce? Do you understand this consumer? Do you understand his motivations, his aspirations? If you don't have answers to this, and the answers come from good knowledge in primary and secondary data around the consumer, you have to come from hindsight to insight and then your foresight. And it's on the basis of this you begin to now lay the verticals. And then you produce, in this case, content that connects, that represents value and represents, that ties with his aspiration and ties with his reason for being.
Most times, people don't know what government does unless you do it deliberately through entertainment. In fact, it's a subtle way of educating your population.
One after the other, the speakers offered insights on the issues and solutions that could change their fortunes.
I think we should look away from government. What government needs to do is define the policies.